It's common to think that a job search is going to be a long process. In fact, the words job search makes it sound like it's going to be exhausting and I'm going to have to, dig in and look around. And I got to tell you something, it doesn't have to be that way. A job search can be fairly effortless and quite quick if you do the right things. And that's what I want to walk you through today. I want to walk you through 4 steps that if you follow them will make the job search process go much faster and maybe even surprisingly fast much more of the time. So, step 1, define compatibility. Ask yourself, as you define compatibility, when have you been satisfied in a job? That's your benchmark. It has to be that or better. Satisfaction is so key. If you're unsatisfied or have been previously unsatisfied, that's not worked out. Well, it's not going to work out again. If you define compatibility by setting the absolute minimum benchmark of what satisfies you in regards to the work environment, the culture, the kind of boss you're going to have, the work you'll be doing day to day, and so on, you'll have a very clear indicator of what's a fit and what's not. You'll know what to look for. You'll know what to dismiss. So step 1 helps you sort through the possibilities and only keep the ones that fit and start to make the process faster because you're only going after the ones that will satisfy you. And now, step 2, you need to identify your impacts. Your impacts, not your skills, are the sexy thing that will sell you as a candidate. So think about this question. What kudos have I received? Who's given you a pat on the back? When you got a promotion, why did they give you the promotion? When you've done good work, what did they say about that work? When people have praised your efforts, what did they say? Get specific. These are your accomplishments. You probably take some of them for granted. If you think about your impacts and you put those in your resume, you communicate those in conversations, you demonstrate skills as you show people what you can do that show that impact, that also makes the process go faster because you become irresistible as a candidate, whether it's in writing, on a resume, or in person in a face-to-face interview. And now, step 3, pick your prime targets. You need to think about who, where, and what can point you to the right opportunity. So who? The people that you know and trust. Where? The places in town that have job postings or where you can show up and meet and greet and network with people. Or what? The job sites and advertisements. Think about, now that you have this list of what's a fit for you, those are the things that will satisfy you. You have your list. You can go look in the right places by picking who and where and what is going to point things to you. And notice this isn't just about ads and job boards. Some of the best leads you're going to get are going to be from people who have experienced good work environments or know people who have. Now, step 4, prepare to prove it. Before you go on job interviews, think about the kind of things you might be asked. In job interviews, you're going to be asked to tell things about yourself. Instead of telling, be ready to prove it, whether it's the things you prepared before the interview or in the interview. Offer to demonstrate things. Set up role plays. Offer to, change roles with somebody, and if it's a leadership position, pretend that they're the employee and you're the manager managing a situation. You proving you fit actually speeds up the interview process. When you offer proof, people want to hire you more quickly. So that's it. Those are the 4 steps. If you follow those, I promise you, because I've given this to thousands of people, you'll have a faster experience. In fact, weeks can turn into days and days into hours. Just about a week ago, a friend of mine who I gave this advice to, he said something to me. He said, "Scott, I landed my next job in a little over 24 hours. Here's what he did. He sat down one morning. He took these 4 steps. He planned it out ahead of time. That afternoon, he was starting to reach out to people. When he started reaching out to people, he was referred to a couple companies because he got a hold of people through warm referrals. He got interviews immediately the next morning, and 2 of them offered him a job. Yes, it can happen that fast when you're that prepared, and that's what these 4 steps can do for you as well. So good luck, and go land that next job quickly.